Hello everyone, it's the Heathen Blacksmith again. I've been asked about making tongs, so I thought I'd do several part video on it. This will be the first part, and then there'll probably be a second and a third, possibly a fourth, I'm not sure. I'm limited to 15 minutes on my videos for YouTube at the moment until I have 1,000 subscribers. So until then, I'm gonna have to do it in stages. So I've got a piece of 1/2 inch square stock mild steel, and I've marked down 1/2 inch and centre punched it, and then on the opposite side from that mark I've marked down another 1/2 inch. Now you need to know your inches and your imperial and metric for doing blacksmithing, because you order your coke in imperial but you order steel in metric, so you need to know both. So I'm gonna forge down this end, and then I'm going to turn it and forge down the other end until I get a piece that looks like that. So forge down this one, and then you turn it. So that side's on the flat, but you make sure you've got a 45-degree angle. And I'll show you all this. You put it on the edge of the anvil on an angle, so you got that 45-degree crease, because when you put the tongs together, they need to close. So yes, and then from that centre punch mark that we had earlier on, the further one back there, you forge that down to make that shape. But we'll go through it right now and we'll get to that stage. The next stage video will be drawing out the tines. Now you can do that by hand, but I'm visiting another blacksmith, so I'll probably be doing it there tomorrow. So yeah, we're going to get to that shape in this video. Yep. So you've got to make two exactly the same. So I've made one, as here's one I made earlier. I'm going to make another one in front of you. So we'll put these in a pair of tongs. Now, it's odd that you're making a pair of tongs, but you need a pair of tongs to hold the steel. Now, you can get around that with a longer piece of bar. Just mark it out. It's 8 inches long. So 8 inches long, mark down 1/2 inch, centre punch mark it, turn it slightly, turn 9 degrees, mark down 1/2 inch, centre punch mark it. And then the rest becomes the tines, which is the bits that you hold. So I'll heat it up and we'll get on with it. Make sure your anvil is nice and clean. It just gets rid of any hammer scale or anvil dust, as it used to be called. So you don't want that going into your work. So just clean up your anvil every now and again. I've touched on the different types of tongs in the past in a previous video. You can buy them if you don't have the time to get them, if you don't have time to make them yourself, but for the purpose of this I'm going to make them, and then you'll know how to make them. There is various different types, but I'm going to make simple flat jawed tongs with a groove down the centre and the sides that can hold different size stocks of metal instead of just flat. So, I can see my first centre punch mark. I will put that to the edge of the anvil, the side that's closer to me. I will put it flat and I'll forge it down. I'll end up with that. Right, now it's the bit that you need to forge it down the opposite side and get the 45-degree angle. I like to go to a sharp edge of the anvil to do this, so it gives it a nice perfect 40-degree angle and you don't have to file it later on. You can do it on a rounded side, but I find you have to file that later. So I'm going to heat it up again. They have to be the same, have to be the same. Because when you put them together, they have to be the same. So we go to the sharp edge of the anvil, make sure we got the 45 degrees, and we forge. Check it. Yep, it's got the nice 45-degree curve in it. It's a bit warm at the moment. Let it cool down a mo. You'll be able to see the 45-degree. And we want it knocked off to one side. Knock it right off to one side. There's the 45-degree. You can see it from this side going down to the corner of this bit. Yep. So we'll carry on with that side now. That's the bit that holds the rivet, the joints poke two pieces together. Continue with that. Put it in the same place. Continue forward. So we have that shape now. Okay, so that's the same as that one. Nice and the same. Yep. So now I'm going to forge in this bit. The way you do that is placing that over the edge of the anvil, furthest away from you, on a round edge, and forge it down. And we'll see me do that now. You should be able to still see your second centre punch mark. So if you can, do it from that side, or you do it from that mark. You see what I mean? over. There's my centre punch mark. So the centre punch mark's on this side. I'm hanging it just over the edge of the anvil, and we'll forge it down. Make sure you keep it nice and square. Again, get rid of any anvil dust, get that off. Just neaten up the corners a bit, you know, make sure they're nice and round. So yeah, getting there with that. If I put my other one, that would be helpful. There it is. So yeah, they're both the same. So when you put them together, they close and they become the tongs. In the next part of the videos, in the next video, I'll be drawing down the tines to make the handles. I'm going to hopefully be able to use my friend's power hammer for that. If not, I'll do it over the anvil and I'll make a video of it and I'll show you. So yeah. That is the first stage, okay, but they have to be the same. So 8-inch long piece of 1/4 inch mild steel, mark down 1.5 inch, centre punch it, turn it, mark down from that point to there, 1.5 inch, centre punch mark it, draw down that, turn that onto its side to make the 45-degree angle on a sharp edge of the anvil, forge it down, keep them the same thickness. Don't have to go too mad, you can keep it just half the thickness of the steel you're using, and then come back and then forge down that side. So you literally, that side, that side, that side. Okay? I hope this has been useful. If you think this has been very useful, like, share, subscribe, it would be the classiest thing to do, and it'll help the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again.